Welcome to War Lens Archive. In this 1943 photo, Joseph Stalin, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and Winston Churchill sit together during the Tehran Conference, an enduring symbol of Allied unity and cooperation that shaped the future of Europe. This 1944 photo shows Eisenhower in his U.S. Army uniform, calm yet determined as he prepared for the challenges ahead. His leadership guided the D-Day invasion and the liberation of Europe from Nazi rule. This 1944 photo shows Field Marshal Bernard Montgomery in his trademark beret near a military aircraft. As the commander of Allied ground forces, he shaped the land invasion plan for Normandy. His disciplined strategy and firm leadership were key to breaking through German defenses in Europe. This photo was taken in London, February 1944. It shows Allied commanders Dwight D. Eisenhower, Bernard Montgomery, Arthur Tedder, Omar Bradley, Bertram Ramsay, Trafford Leigh-Mallory, and Walter Bedell Smith meeting to finalize plans for Operation Overlord. This powerful shot from June 6, 1944, shows Higgins landing crafts unleashing U.S. and British troops onto Normandy's beaches. Sherman tanks, Willis jeeps, and GMC trucks storm ashore as paratroopers drift above. This photo shows the American M3 Lee medium tank with its unusual dual guns. During Operation Bodyguard in 1944, dummy tanks and fake armor like this were part of elaborate deception plans. This 1944 photo shows U.S. troops with the M4 Sherman, the Allies' most common tank. In Operation Fortitude, dummy Shermans were placed in England to mislead Germany into expecting the invasion at Calais instead of Normandy, helping ensure D-Day's success. These iconic photos from the morning of June 6, 1944, show U.S. soldiers aboard a Higgins boat moments before storming Omaha Beach in Normandy, France. Known as LCVPs, these landing crafts carried thousands of men through rough waters and enemy fire. This photo was taken in April 1944 during Operation Tiger at Slapton Sands, Devon. It shows American soldiers disembarking from landing ship into cold, waist-deep water. This intense rehearsal prepared troops for the D-Day landings of Operation Overlord. This powerful aerial shot from June 1944 at Normandy shows Mulberry harbors made of concrete caissons and steel piers. These temporary ports kept Allied supply lines open during the D-Day invasion. This mid-1944 photo shows parts of the Pluto pipeline under the ocean being laid across the English Channel. This secret Allied project created underwater fuel pipelines from southern England to the Normandy beaches, ensuring a reliable supply of petrol for tanks and vehicles as the troops pushed inland. This 1944 letter from General Eisenhower confirms the decision to fix D-Day on June 6 due to weather delays. The document shows his leadership in timing the crucial Normandy invasion. Eisenhower's careful planning helped ensure the success of the Allied landings. Written on June 5, 1944, this letter by an American soldier was sent to his family from an embarkation point in southern England, just hours before boarding. It offers a rare, intimate glimpse into the human side of one of history's largest invasions. This photo from June 6, 1944, shows 101st Airborne paratroopers regrouping near a crashed glider behind enemy lines in Normandy. Dropped overnight, they were tasked with cutting off German movements near Utah Beach. This photo shows the 82nd Airborne moving through a French village on D-Day after parachuting behind enemy lines. Their mission was to capture causeways, hold key crossroads, delay German reinforcements, and secure vital inland routes for the landing forces. This powerful shot shows British 6th Airborne troops holding Pegasus Bridge early on June 6, 1944. Captured in a midnight glider assault, the bridge was crucial to stopping German armor from reaching the beaches. It became one of the first and most important Allied victories of D-Day. The image shows paratroopers floating down into the rural landscape of Normandy in the early hours of D-Day, June 6, 1944. These drops were part of the 1st Airborne assault meant to confuse and disrupt German defenses ahead of the main landings on the beaches. This photo was taken on the night of June 5 to 6, 1944, in the Cotentin Peninsula, Normandy. It shows American paratroopers landing in flooded marshes caused by German defenses. Many struggled and some drowned, but their mission was to disrupt German forces before the main D-Day landings. In 1944, U.S. soldiers moved through the narrow streets of Saint-Mère-Église in Willis MB Jeeps. After intense fighting, the Allies captured this important French town on D-Day. Securing it was a crucial step that helped pave the way for the Allied advance into occupied Europe. This photo, taken in 1944 during the Battle of Normandy, shows German infantry holding weapons like the Karabiner 98K rifle and the MP-40 submachine gun. They delayed the Allied forces by using strong defensive positions, which made it difficult for the Allies to advance quickly. This photo shows some of the 5,000 ships crossing the English Channel on June 6, 1944. The fleet included battleships, destroyers, and landing crafts like. These ships carried thousands of Allied troops to begin the historic invasion of Nazi-occupied Europe. This photo captures the powerful moment on June 6, 1944, when Allied battleships and cruisers fired heavy artillery at German coastal defenses along the Normandy coast. Targets were 88mm flak guns and Regelbau bunkers, as naval forces softened enemy positions before the landings. This photo was taken in June 1944 during the Allied crossing of the English Channel for the D-Day invasion. It shows a convoy of landing ships and escort vessels, equipped with anti-aircraft guns and protected by barrage balloons against enemy attacks. This striking image shows a German Regelbau 621 bunker on the Normandy coast in France, built in 1943-44 as part of Hitler's Atlantic Wall. On D-Day, Allied warships bombarded bunkers like this to break through German defenses, but many remained strong and slowed the invasion. In this photo, the U.S. 4th Infantry Division is landing on Utah Beach on D-Day. They're moving quickly past light but determined resistance from German MG-42 machine guns, securing the beachhead firmly and paving the way for the Allies. This intense shot shows the U.S. 1st and 29th Infantry Divisions storming Omaha Beach on June 6, 1944. They faced fierce German defenses, including 75mm PaK-40 anti-tank guns, machine guns, and fortified beach obstacles like Czech hedgehogs and wooden stakes. This intense image from June 6, 1944, shows German bunkers firing heavy machine guns at Allied troops. Omaha Beach became one of the deadliest battlegrounds, as soldiers faced fierce resistance and fortified obstacles. This is a historic photo of American soldiers advancing from Omaha Beach during the D-Day invasion on June 6, 1944. These troops faced heavy German resistance as they pushed inland to secure the beachhead. Their bravery was crucial in the Allied effort to liberate Nazi-occupied Europe. On D-Day, the British 50th Infantry Division landed on Gold Beach, facing strong German defenses. Tanks were deployed to provide robust support to the infantry, helping to break enemy lines despite fierce resistance. This photo shows Allied Sherman tanks and troops landing on Gold Beach during the D-Day invasion on June 6, 1944. Securing Gold Beach was vital for the success of the overall Allied advance into Nazi-occupied France. The fate of Europe hung in the balance as the Canadian 3rd Infantry Division landed on Juno Beach on June 6, 1944. Soldiers waded ashore from landing crafts, supported by Sherman tanks ready to advance. This photo shows Canadian troops advancing inland after landing on Juno Beach on June 6, 1944. Despite facing strong German defenses, they pushed forward, and their successful breakthrough was crucial in securing the beachhead and opening the path for further Allied advances. This photo was taken on June 6, 1944 at Sword Beach, Normandy, showing the British 3rd Infantry Division landing with their full gear. Their mission was to link up with airborne troops and push forward against German defenses in one of the critical phases of D-Day. On June 6, 1944, British soldiers advanced from Sword Beach under heavy fire, armed with rifles and grenades. They pushed forward to link up with airborne troops and secure a crucial foothold in Normandy. Their efforts were key to the success of the Allied invasion. This historic photo, taken in June 1944, illustrates the critical delay in deploying Hitler's panzer divisions. The slow German response and confusion in command gave the Allied forces valuable time to strengthen their beachheads and push deeper into occupied France. This photo shows German soldiers being taken prisoner by Allied forces around 1944. They carry their belongings as a naval officer records their details. At this time, the German command was slow and confused, struggling to respond effectively. This photograph shows a Focke-Wulf FW-190, one of the German Luftwaffe's main fighter planes. Despite their efforts, the Luftwaffe was significantly weakened and unable to mount an effective defense against the overwhelming Allied air superiority. This powerful photo was taken on June 6, 1944, at the beaches of Normandy, France. Allied engineers are seen clearing deadly obstacles and mines, crucial for making the beach safe for incoming troops and vehicles. Their work was vital for the success of the D-Day invasion. This striking shot captures U.S. tanks and artillery being unloaded and moved from landing crafts on the Normandy coast, June 1944. Soldiers coordinate to push these heavy weapons inland, preparing for the intense ground battle against German forces. This intense photo, taken at Normandy in 1944, shows Allied medics treating wounded soldiers on the beach. The chaotic scene reflects the brutal reality faced by thousands of troops during the invasion, with medical personnel working tirelessly to save lives under fire. This somber photo, taken near the Normandy landing zones in June 1944, shows Allied officers confronting the aftermath of the D-Day assault. With around 10,000 Allied casualties and 4,400 confirmed dead, it underscores the heavy human cost of this pivotal World War II battle. This photo was taken in June 1944, showing temporary mulberry harbors constructed off the Normandy coast. These artificial ports were a remarkable engineering feat that supported the Allied advance. This image captures the Pluto pipeline in action, laid under the English Channel to supply fuel to Allied forces in Normandy in 1944. This underwater pipeline ensured a steady flow of fuel and was a key logistical innovation during D-Day operations. This powerful photo from June 1944 shows the sprawling Normandy beachhead created after the D-Day landings. From this vital foothold, thousands of Allied soldiers pushed inland to liberate France from Nazi occupation. The beachhead served as the launching point for the Western Front's massive military campaign. This picture shows Allied forces advancing into France from Normandy in mid-1944. After securing the beaches, troops began a hard push through French towns and countryside. This marked the beginning of the liberation of Western Europe and a turning point in World War II.